live. Clean up some of this stuff in the couch here. Snuggle with some relax. You don't need this on while you're inside. Give me that. Thank you. Thank you. Good girl. I should probably plug the phone in, huh? It's awfully dark. Changing the lighting didn't really help. It's quite bright outside, so. It's a little chilly outside. We might be outside today at some point. But at the moment, we're a little bit chilly. See if that helps the lighting at all. Well, that helped a little bit, yeah. Assassin Sniper, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. How you doing on this Thursday? How are you? Rulia? Hello. Mighty Oris, hello. Aya Stay Anima? Hello. How are you guys today? Mighty Oris says, what are their names? This one is Letty. She's a Lab Pit Terrier mix. This one's Zuma. She's Rottweiler Boxer. And then this one way in the back, that's Annie. She's Rottweiler Husky. And she's got the drama to prove the Husky, for sure. Thanks for copping in and showing some love by putting the chat in there. Everybody who chats gets a subscription from me. If you don't already have one, I'll subscribe to your channel right now. And hop on there. I appreciate you guys. Mathilde S.B. Christensen. Hello. I might be butchering your name. I apologize. Thanks for coming in. If you're new to the channel, everybody who comes in and chats gets a subscription from me. I'm going to be going... Oops. Too loud there. Sorry, guys. I'm going to be going in right now and subscribing to you guys. Let's see. We got Assassin Sniper. Subscribe to your channel, Assassin. Thank you for coming in and chatting. Alora, going to your channel right now, and I subscribe to you. Thank you for coming in and chatting. Mighty Oris, Going to your channel right now. And I subscribe to you. I appreciate you guys coming in. LFC are goated. Hi, how are you? Aaron, good morning. You're early today. Yes, good afternoon from across the pond. Leos de Anima. I'm going to your channel right now and I'm sending you a subscribe. Thanks for chatting in here. Mathilde? I'm still butchering that. I apologize. Thank you, Mathilde. They are so cute. They're like my whole world. These guys, they make my life worth living, and you guys keep me in here inspired to keep showing you guys the love that they can share. Where are you from? I'm from Denmark, says Mathilde SB. I kind of just want to call you MSBK, although that's also a mouthful. I'm in the United States. I'm from Maine. Mathilde? That's correct? Paul Brandy, hello. Welcome to the stream. How are you today? I'm not a licensed electrician, but I've got over 10 years experience in the electrical field on the job. So there's not really anything I can't do electrical. It's nice to meet you too. I'm glad you came in. LFC are goated. I'm going to your channel right now and I'm going to give you a subscription. Thanks for coming in and chatting. I appreciate you. And we've got Paul Brandy. I'm going to your channel and giving you a subscription. Thanks for coming in and chatting. If you guys like this content and you like to see the doggos and this is a little bit low-key boring for you, there's some more higher key energy stuff on my page. If you subscribe to my channel and you look through some of the shorts, I've got over 300 videos of these guys being cute with some cute music in the background. Check it out if you like the doggos. Arcadia, hello. How are you doing today on Thursday? Pineapple Gang, hello. How are you? Thanks for coming in, you guys. I appreciate you. I'm going to your guys' channels right now. Arcadia, I got you a subscription. Pineapple Gang, I'm going to your channel and I'm subscribing to you. Thanks for coming in and showing some love in the chat. You gave yourself a day off after last night? Well, good. Everybody needs a day off, Aaron. Everybody needs a day off. Once in a while, you just gotta say, today is for me. I'm going to the spa. I'm getting my hands dirty. I'm gonna grow something. I'm gonna plant something. I'm gonna destroy something. Whatever the case may be, you know? Sometimes I just feel like breaking stuff. I got a TV that stopped working out back. I shoot BBs at it all the time. It's got cracks in the screen. I'd love to shoot my 9mm at it, but I live within city limits, so I'm not far enough away on my own property. But I shoot BBs at it all the time. It's got BB holes in it from cranking that little. It's like a Daisy BB gun. It's air rifle, so you pump it, and the more pumps you put out of it, the more feet per second it flies out of the barrel. So one time I think I got like 30 pumps out of it and just cranked it right into that TV. It put a giant crack in it. It almost got stuck. It went about halfway in. But I got that BB gun mainly because, well, for shits and giggles, when I want to have some fun shooting something, and then I'm hoping to teach my son firearm safety. So I will turn those notifications down. I apologize, guys. Those have to be loud. Put the phone on vibrate. I have to switch this to all messages from top so I don't miss anything. See, there we go. We got some messages that have been held for review that I didn't see until I switched it to all. Let's review. Potentially inappropriate messages are held for review. Got it. Okay. Okay, it won't let me. What the hell's going on there? It won't let me click it. It just keeps giving me the notification that they're potentially held. People are enslaved by animals in Babylon. People are kept prisoners of love by Satan and Illuminati. Vuyani, I'm gonna show your message, but I'm not sure that it's inappropriate. YouTube is kind of weird, and thank you for chatting in the chat. I'll go to your page and subscribe to you right now. So you got a subscription from me. I appreciate you. Let's see what other message got held for review. Oh, it was just the same message. Sent twice. You are in the city limits, but how far are you from a walk out of the city? Says Aaron. Let's see. If I want to get to a more rural area, for example, one where the houses are far enough away to target practice in your backyard, it would probably be somewhere between a half an hour and an hour walk. Not that long. But it's up a hill, because we're kind of on the outskirts of town, you know, just 2 or 3 miles up the road, and you're heading towards the more rural areas where houses are hard to see from the street if there's any kind of brush or trees. So when I was delivering pizzas not too long ago, it was a real challenge. Some of these places, if their mailbox wasn't clearly marked, I would have a real hard time finding the house, even with the GPS. Boring girl, hello. And Cosmo, I'm sorry, I didn't greet you, Cosmo. Welcome back, Cosmo, I'm sorry. It occurred to me that I didn't say hello when you came in, I just assumed. Boring gore. Yeah, boring girl. I am not going to do a home tour. That is not what this channel is about. But I will subscribe to your channel for coming in and chatting in the chat. I appreciate that. But this is not an episode of Cribs. For this channel, we are looking at the doggos in a live format, as opposed to the short format that they're usually displayed on. But we aren't made of money, and our house isn't the hugest house in the world. And I'm just not comfortable putting the whole house on the internet. You know, I'm not the only one that lives here. So why don't I show my beautiful home? Like I said, I'm not the only one that lives here. I specifically choose where I put the camera each day, and I make sure that the things within camera's view are acceptable for internet presence. And I would be disrespectful to the other people in my home if I were to just go showing the world what the house looks like on the inside. I think I would want to discuss that with my partner before I did an episode of Cribs on YouTube. Crafter Anushka 0.3, hello. Welcome. Welcome. How are you today? Thanks for chatting in the chat. I'm going to your channel right now, and I'm sending you subscribe. For those of you that were in here yesterday, I know I didn't subscribe to you guys while chat was running and while the live stream was going. It was quite a long live stream. It was, a little over 5 hours. But I did that this morning. I just finished doing that about a half an hour ago. Everybody who was in here yesterday got a subscription from me. Thank you, Crafter. I appreciate you guys. You guys are the inspiration that keeps me doing this every single day. Chris, at some point I was considering at some point funding Zuma's Kiss Cam. That would be awesome. Like the kind of camera that would go around her collar. Hi Jess, how's it going? Like a GoPro for her face, that kind of thing. Crafter says they're from India. He won't just give you mod. That's correct. Cosmo is correct. I have to get to know somebody a little bit before I give them moderator privileges. And Cosmo's been in here a little over a week at this point, every single day for a couple hours at a time. So she's earned her stripes, but still on a probationary period until I get to know a little bit better. Oh, I'm not scared of my partner. I just think it's disrespectful to show all the belongings in the house without talking about it with her first. Let's see. Who else came here? Tay-Tay. Hello. You're from the USA, Tay-Tay? Me too. What part of the US are you from? I'm from Maine. It's a northern eastern region. Tay-Tay, I'm going to your channel. Thank you for the like. Thank you for chatting in the chat. I got you subscribed. Then why show this? Does this not disrespect her? I don't think it does. This is a fairly clean room. This is the entertainment room. This is the room that guests hang out in when they come over. This is the room that we entertain in. This is the room that we watch TV in. Yes, Jess, in Maine. Thank you, Tay-Tay. So to follow up on that, I don't think it's disrespectful because this is the room that we show to strangers when they come over. If I wanted to show any other room, I would need to discuss that with the other people who live the house, just out of respect for them. "4 days until blue." Crafter Anushka says, "And bro, I am 8th standard." I'm not sure what that means. Thank you for the like, Tay-Tay. I think I said that, but I'll say it again. If you want to have a talk with the babe before you show, yes, I do, Cosmo. I want to talk with her before I go doing an episode of Cribs on YouTube. When you get a chance, I sent you a picture of the kiss can. All right, I will check that out in a second here. Chat's kind of rolling in faster than I can keep up. So give me a second. I'm just going to make sure I greet everybody who's coming in and subscribe to their channel before it gets too out of control for me to catch up. You forgot to like again, Cosmo! Thank you for the like. Appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys make the whole day worth being here. Thank you, Tay-Tay. The dogs are so cute, she says. All the doggos chillin', says Jess. Yes, they are. This is like their favorite activity. Just chilling while I'm home, having some coffee, hanging out with you guys. Your home is boring. I can see that, sir. Well, boring girl. That's like the pot calling the kettle black, right? Alex Hunt, hello. Welcome. They're pretty behaved right now, yeah. For the most part, they're very behaved, Alex. I just realized that the dogs look like donuts. Jess, they totally do. And my channel too, boring girl. That's alright. You can call me boring if you want. You are more than welcome to keep on swiping if you want more entertainment that gives you your entertainment fix. Nobody's gonna twist your arm to be here. Bro, give me mod. I'm not gonna do that, Crafter. I don't just give mod out willy-nilly. It's a responsibility that's earned, and it's earned through vibes, is really what it is. It's a gut feeling. So if my gut's telling me that you deserve it, I'll ask if it's something that you want to take on as a responsibility. Otherwise, I don't just give mods out to anybody. I apologize if that makes you upset, but that's the way it's gonna go here. Sending love and support from New York. Forever your fan. New York Times with Hamza, thank you. Thank you for coming in. Hello and welcome. I'm going to your channel and subscribing. Thank you for being in the chat and saying something. I appreciate you. What are their names? I saw them yesterday, says Alex. Okay, so this one's Letty. She's a Lab Pit Terrier. This one's Zuma. She's a Rottweiler Boxer. And that one's Annie. She's a Rottweiler Husky. A boring girl called me boring. What? Says Jess. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I am boring. But I mean, that's the great part about social media and YouTube. You know, if you don't like what you're seeing, the next one is a swipe away. Star Sky, hello. The black and white wags their tail every time you walk in. This is true, Alex. This is true. Ladybug is she's about 6 years old, and the other two are just over 2. These two are about a month apart from each other. She's almost 6, maybe even already 6. Cosmo is correct. I am a little camera shy. Did I already subscribe to Sky? Go to channel. I did not. Star Sky, I subscribed to your channel. Thanks for chatting. Oh, that's okay, Tay. No worries. Just as I saw Zuma and Annie yesterday, if I didn't spell their names correctly, please correct me. No, you got them dead on. That's perfect. That's exactly how their names are spelled. We have many nicknames for them, but on their legitimate paperwork, that's exactly how they're spelled. Baby S, hello. Welcome to the channel. I appreciate you. Everybody who chats in the chat gets a subscribe from me. That's what I'm doing right now. Baby S, I just subscribed to your channel. I appreciate you guys. You guys make this all worth it for me. Pyro, did they get their snack? Says Cosmo. No, they have not gotten their snack yet today. We ran out of Denti sticks yesterday, and we haven't gotten any more. I did, however, while I was getting my new phone, pick up some duck jerky. So in lieu of Denti sticks, I can give them some duck jerky today. Jess says, how long do you think you'll be live today? Well, I will be live today for a minimum of 2 hours. For a maximum, I'm not sure. The time frame that I try to be live is between 11 and 1. And so that gives me a 2-hour minimum to be live here, hanging out with you guys, trading vibes. But in the early afternoon, probably around 1:45 to 2 o'clock is when I need to cut it off so I can go pick up the kiddo from school. Now, it's up in the air whether or not I stay live while I'm doing that. Most times, though, I will end the live stream and just be live the following day. Tay says, I'm spamming hearts and my fingers hurt. Well, don't hurt your fingers, goofball. I appreciate you spamming the hearts, but I don't want you to hurt your fingers. Just says, I probably won't be here in the afternoon live because I'll be on a trip. Well, safe travels, Jess. Get there safely, get home safely. Obey all the traffic laws. He might be getting a ride home. No, Cosmo. Today is my responsibility to pick him up. I checked and made sure this morning so that I don't need to wait for a text message to figure that out and then do everything at the last minute. So today's my responsibility to go pick him up, and I'll be doing that. So, is the camera reviewing the A15? Yes, Aaron. Yes, it is. We're on the new phone right now. How's the audio quality? The video looks good from what I can see. It's not quite as good as the S24 because I think this one's only got the let's see, what does it got here? It says 50 megapixels, so it might be just as good. You know, I think I have to change the camera settings on that. That's the one here that we're on. I might have to change the camera settings. I haven't messed with any of the settings on it. It's brand new. So I busted it out of the box. I set it up. I put YouTube on it. And then I did a short live stream last night just to see what it was like. And then I put the rest of the apps that I needed on it. And then this morning, I went live. I didn't mess with any of the settings. I've been back and forth talking to the guy in Maine. Your business partner, I think, Aaron. So between making sure that I got everybody subscribed, putting out that piece of content for yesterday, and setting up the live stream, I got in early, so I haven't messed with any of the settings yet on the phone. At 27th, I will go to the pool. Well, be safe swimming. Wait 30 minutes before you go in after eating. Though I'm not quite old enough to drive yet. That's alright, Jess. I'm not here. You have to be 21 to drive. Really, Cosmo? You have to be 21 to drive in Ireland? No. That sounds silly. We have to be 16, I'm pretty sure, says Jess. In this country, you can get your permit at 16, and you can have your driver's license at 17. They do look comfortable. Don't they look so peaceful? Oh, more like an industry friend? Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure exactly what the relationship was between you guys, Aaron. But business partner seemed like the best fitting choice of words. Industry friend is good. You're going to Disney in 2 days, Cosmo? Nice. Disneyland in Paris? I've never been. I've been to Disney World, but I didn't go to Disney World itself. I went to Universal Studios. And that was really fun. I had a good time there. Your sister got her permit a week ago. Whoop, whoop. Congratulations on Jess's sister. Got her permit. Passed the written exam. Enjoy it, Cosmo. If you've never been to one of the Disney parks, it's an experience worth having in your lifetime, for sure. Chicago West. You love my OnlyFans? Well, seeing as how I don't have any content on it, I appreciate you saying that, but I don't understand it. I don't have any content on my OnlyFans. I literally created it because I thought maybe that I would put stuff up there, like artwork and, you know, but who's gonna pay to see my artwork, honestly? So I never did anything with it. I created an account and didn't do anything with it. But I appreciate you coming in and chatting, Chicago West. I'm going to your channel right now, and I'm gonna subscribe to you. And that's how I show my appreciation for those coming into the chat. As long as I can keep up with it, I'll try to keep doing that. Oh, you meant Disney World? Kai, hello Kai. Welcome to the stream. How are you guys? If this is too boring for you guys and you want to see more of them, subscribe to my page. There's over 300 videos of these guys looking cute to some cool music in the background. Eventually, they'll be moving around quite more than this. They're not dead, I assure you. They're just relaxing. And you want to see this? Check this out. Ready? Cat? Oh, she's out. She's out. I said the trigger word and she didn't even flinch. Holy, yeah. We must have took some energy out of her today. Kai, I subscribe to your channel. Thank you for chatting in the chat. Appreciate you. Everyone I know is a friend in industry. Friends help friends. As soon as they're labeled people with business, money has to pass hands. That is a very good point, Aaron. You know, a friend will help out a friend and not expect anything in return. Whereas when it's a business partner, money for goods is usually how it goes. I love a sense of humor. I'm subbing. Thank you, Chicago. Thank you. Do I have one? Do I have one what? Oh, the OnlyFans. Yes, I do have one, but there's nothing on it. It's not set up to give me any money. I've never put any content on it. I just created it with the thought that I might, and then I could never think of anything I wanted to put on there be worth buying. So, I never did anything with it. Did you like yet? Yeah, if you guys are enjoying at least the vibes, I know it's pretty boring on camera, but if you're enjoying the vibes, I'd appreciate it if you double tap that screen. Say what louder? Oh, say the trigger word louder. Yeah. I don't want to blow your guys' eardrums out. Thanks for coming out, Chicago. Enjoy the rest of your day at work. I appreciate you coming out for your lunch break. Thank you, Jess. Thank you. They are definitely snoozing. Yes. Can I play your song? I can. I can get that queued up right now. For those who are new to the stream, there's a couple things we do in here. You can request a song for me to play, and I will play one song per person per live stream. So whatever you request, make sure it's a good one, because you're only going to get one request per live stream per person. And the other thing I do is I subscribe to everybody who chats in the channel. As long as I can keep up with it, I'm going to keep doing it. So if you come in here and you put a hi in the chat, even if it's just a hi and that's all you say and you lurk here the rest of the time, I'm going to subscribe to your channel. And that's how I show my appreciation and thanks. Because without you guys, there is no me. Here we go here. Look at it. It's already queued up. It's already queued up, Cosmo. It's the last song I played from the phone. If it's loud enough for you, give me a thumbs up. If you want it to go louder, give me a 1. If it needs to be quieter, give me a 2. Only 4 people here and 13 likes. I subbed and liked. I love that you keep looking at everyone's comments and you don't leave anyone left out. Absolutely, Tay Tay. I'm here for you guys. Without you guys, there is no me. Oh, we're calling for louder. Uh-oh. I gotta grab the other remote. The phone's as loud as it gets. How's that? This is my favorite. Thank you, Cosmo. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Without you guys, there is no me. The community makes everything. Dan, hello. Hi, Dan. Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? I'm going to your channel right now, and I'm going to subscribe to you. Thank you for coming into the chat and saying something. Well, yeah, good stretch. Good girl. Are we good? Does it need to go up a little bit more? Are we still putting 1s in? Scared to make it really loud and the dogs cannot sleep? That's okay, Tay. That's alright. It's broad daylight outside. It's the middle of the day. I have no remorse for the dogs trying to sleep through my awesome music. Timothy, hello. Welcome to the stream. How's it going today? Yeah, Letty is enjoying her own company, Aaron. I'm going to your channel right now, Timothy, and I got you subscribed. Thanks for putting something in the chat. I appreciate you. Yes, RIP Juice World. There's so many good content creators that made great music, and it's sad that they can't be in this world anymore. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's an ad. Silly. Hi, Dan. This is my YouTube. Whose YouTube is that, Dan? Thanks for coming in and chatting. I'm gonna subscribe to your channel right now, Dan. Oh, I'm already subscribed to you, Dan. I'm such a dog person, they just make me enjoy life more, but I don't have a dog. Jess, I used to feel that way. I didn't get Zuma until maybe a year and a half ago around Christmas time. And she's changed my life. Since I've had her, my life has been exponentially better. And it was a little rough at the beginning, you know, puppy training's a little bit rough, but it's been amazing. She has done wonders for my mental health. Do I want to hear some British music? Yes, you can make a suggestion. If you want to make a request, I'll play a song for you. Like I said, I only do 1 song per person per live stream. Otherwise, it ends up becoming this this huge amount of extra work that I have to do to get the song scrubbed from the channel. In an airport? Gullup? Tay says Gullup. What's in an airport, Cosmo? You really like this strain, Dan? Oh, you can't get a dog because the landlord won't let you. I've lived in places like that too, Jess. And now we own our own home, we're paying a mortgage on it, we can do damn near anything we want on our property, and it's been a game changer. And it costs less than we were paying for rent. Timothy says, Walk on Water by Scrim. Let me look that up for you, Timothy. On Water. And Skrim? Is that right? No, Scrim. Walk on Water, Scrim. Can lives get copyrighted? Yes, Tay. So what they will do is they will tell me that my channel's not affected, and then somewhere in the background, they will stop letting me appear. My understanding is that they will time you out from the active live streams while the song is running. I don't know how true that is or how accurate that is, but I do know that after the live stream gets published, what they'll do is they'll put a copyright thing on the channel. And then if you want to be monetized, my understanding is that you have to get rid of those copyright ticks. So in order to do that, they'll scrub the song, which makes it sound god-awful. You'll have to excuse that happening in the background there, because it makes me sound like I'm talking through a tube underwater. But they'll scrub the song from it to get the song out of the live stream. And I have to do that for each song individually, and the processing can take anywhere between an hour and 24 hours. So I have to do that for every single song, and it will only process one song at a time. So it becomes this long process in order to get these channel songs, getting rid of it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody said that it makes them not appear in the who is live for while the song is running or something like that. Okay, here we go. We've got Dan's request. I think this is Dan. Timothy's request. Walk on Water by Scrim. Oops. Let's go back here. Walk on Water freestyle. It looks like it's a freestyle. All right. We're gonna move in 1 to 2 years. Yes, Jess. It's a game changer. It changes your life. Dan says, by the way, my name is Barry. Well, that is awfully confusing because it says your name is Dan. I think I'm gonna have trouble remembering that. I'll be honest with you. This message has been held for review. Let's see, what the fuck is a landlord? Show. A landlord is the person who owns the home, and you sign an agreement with them. And there's rules when you sign an agreement. And sometimes the rules are things like no smoking inside, no pets, things like that. In our old place, we were allowed to have the one pet We weren't allowed to smoke inside. We were subject to, within 24 hours notice, having somebody come through and walk through. But the good side of renting is that you're not responsible for repairs. And unless it's in your lease agreement, you're not responsible for upkeep on your property either. So the landlord would be responsible for maintaining the grass, the lawn, the shrubbery, the trees, and anything that breaks. Mine's gotten copyrighted before, not on this account. Of course, says Jess. Then I lost privileges. Dan's 10 years old. I didn't think you were allowed to get a YouTube account unless you were at least 13. So this is odd to me. Yeah, somebody might be lying to me, Aaron. I'm not entirely sure. I just know that it tells me when there's music in it that there's a copyright, something going on copyright. And then when there's not music, I don't get that notification. I'm hoping to be big tongue tit to reader like you did one day. I am not a big YouTuber. Like, I'm not a big YouTuber. This is all groundbreaking stuff here. See, I already forgot the name that you said you actually Dan, this is new to me. I've only been doing this for about 2 weeks now. So I'm nowhere near as big as some other people. It only affects money if you're not earning from it. Then there's no legal claim. YouTube claims you afterwards because of the content. I'd system flagging the songs. Yeah, Aaron. To see, my understanding is that when they flag you for the copyright and then you become monetized, in order to stay monetized, then you have to get rid of that copyright stuff. Is that correct? One of the other streamers that I watched said that his friend had an issue with some of his old live streams because they had copyright material in them and it's affecting his current ability to grow. Dan said hi again. Hi, Dan. Content ID is the system that we use to scan the videos for copyright claims. Okay. All right, Aaron. My name is Jessica, but I like to be called Jess. Well, we'll call you Jess. Renting right now until I can save enough to move to a better economy in England. Yeah. If that's the move that you need to make, Aaron, for sure. You know, sometimes it's financially responsible to continue renting because you don't have to pay for things like upkeep, repairs, damages. You know, if a tree falls on your house, as a homeowner, you're responsible for that. But if a tree falls on your house and you're renting, you're not responsible for that, and the homeowner will take care of it. So there's been, you know, a bit of headaches in this house. I don't know if you noticed some of the little discrepancies here and there. But everything was scabbed together over like 25 years. Whenever something broke, the previous homeowner would just repair, like put a Band-Aid on whatever broke, and then it would eventually break again. Like, let me just show you, for example, right? You guys are looking at this angle right here. You can see this wall. This giant crack. It goes all the way up the wall. And it's because somebody didn't do their due diligence to measure that properly, and it cracked. And instead of replacing the board when they put it in, they just left it. So there's just little things like that all over the house. You know, we got it at a decent price. It's cozy. It's on a nice slice of land that keeps us off of the main road. It's everything we were looking for, despite the imperfections. Dan, it would be very big in this going to watching. Please stay internet. Yes, Dan. Please stay safe on the internet. Don't ever give out any information on yourself. I would prefer it if people who are kids were not live streaming, because I feel like that's so dangerous. But please be safe on the internet. Please. You know, there are so many creepers out there that just want ill will for people. What? No way, Aaron. I am definitely scrubbing songs then. Aaron said that you can just leave the claim. It usually just means that revenue from that content will be paid to the original work's owner. Hell to the no. Juice World is not getting my money. He got enough money. It's a big difference because I'm on my dad's account. I see that a lot. I'm seeing that a lot. Kids are being on their parents' account, and even though I put my content as not made for kids, I see a lot of minors coming in. So I try to be mindful of that. Um, Although this is a channel made for adults, the content does appeal to children, and I do stay mindful of that. So everybody in chat, also please be mindful of that. Yes, Aaron is correct. You should switch to your own account. And he is correct about there being safety measures in place to make sure that kids are not preyed upon. Yes, Jess. I've also seen a lot of kids on the internet too, and you know, for their parents to allow that, what can I say about it? You know, I can't parent somebody else's kids. I don't let my kiddo get on YouTube. We even had to switch his device. We had an Amazon device for him, and it stopped allowing him to use YouTube Kids. And so we factory reset that device, and we sold it on Facebook Marketplace. We got him another device, and this one allows YouTube Kids. So if I made a song and played it, and then I filed a claim, YouTube would say, okay, we keep the money until the court decides. If no party takes it to court, YouTube keep the revenue. Screw that. YouTube doesn't deserve my revenue either. Revenue. I said revenue. I think I need to have more coffee. My brain's working faster than my mouth. Now, I've got some beef with YouTube, alright? They like to delete comments for no damn reason. So me and YouTube got some beef. I'm trying to get them to give me money. I ain't trying to give them any of mine. This is true. Aaron is right about that too. Even if you delete the history on YouTube, it will be on their Google account. So your dad will know that you've been on his account. To resolve it, you can use Curator Audio Library. It curated music that is safe to play. Interesting. That's very interesting, Aaron. I've looked into that, and I looked for free music that's not copyright protected, and most of it seems like gospel tunes. That's not really my vibe. So the other option that I was thinking about is making my own beats to play in the background. So what I've been doing recently is using the AI generated beat maker through BandLab. So it's just running on a loop, just so I have something in the background. You know, these phones, they have such a sensitive microphone. They pick up the shuffling in your feet. If you fart in the next room, you'll hear it. Like, so I just wanted to put something in the background so it's not dead quiet in between when I'm talking to viewers. He already knows, and I have permission. Well, Dan, I still think it's an unwise choice. I'm not going to tell your dad how to parent you, but I think it would be more in his best interest not to let you use his account. When I was younger, I had an Amazon Fire. It didn't allow YouTube Kids, but it allowed an app that you can control the channels that your child can watch. It was really nice. Yes, Jess, that's exactly what we were going through with his Amazon device. But Amazon wants you to pay monthly for their Amazon Kids service, and it fell out of our budget. We were like, nope, we're not paying for this anymore just to be able to use a platform and then still have to monitor his usage on the internet. Not happening. So we just got rid of that device and got one that was free to monitor on the same level. Okay, Cosmo. Juice WRLD died in an airport. Okay, so that's what the comment about airport was. All right. You could use Suno AI in a similar fashion when you finish a stream today. Spare some time for a call with me. I'll show you how to get music. Can do. I can do. I've got hands-free device. So if you want to hop on Discord while I'm picking up the kiddo and whatnot, you know, I'd be able to chat with you about that. If I'm going to need my hands, though, we should probably wait till after I get home with him and give him something to eat. Oh, you finally got Discord, Cosmo? Nice. We have the Discord community up there. Was that you I saw in chat? Was that you I saw on the Discord? Or was that not you yet? Okay, Aaron. Yep. Yeah, I like using my hands-free device. I learned yesterday that for whatever reason, my Bluetooth device did not connect to the microphone that goes on the live stream. You're taking off, Dan? All right, thank you. You're taking off, Jess? Thank you for coming out. I appreciate you guys. If you've already hit the subscribe button, we'll be live every single day. Check out some of the short videos. They're real adorable. A lot of them are super cute. Stay safe out there, Dan. Please. Please stay safe out there. Don't trust anybody. Don't trust anybody. You can't trust internet weirdos. Always double check, verify. The phrase goes, trust but verify. Hannah. Hello, Hannah. Welcome to the stream. How are you today? Oh, and bye. Okay. Well, I'm going to subscribe to your channel anyway, Hannah, because you put something in chat there. Thanks for saying something. Around for a good time, not a long time. Oh goodness, yes, Aaron. Oh, whoever's next in the swipe. Yeah. Girly for life. Hello. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you for the subscription. I'm going to your channel right now, Girly for Life. Thank you for chatting, and I'm going to subscribe to you. I'm doing awesome. I'm having a great day. It's a little overcast. It's a little chilly out. It's supposed to warm up later in the week. And then we're supposed to have like freezing temperatures up here, like in the 30s. So it's going to be up and down the next couple weeks. I'm having a great day. No, Cosmo. You need to be more careful. You need to be more careful. You can't just go around getting kidnapped. You're welcome, girly. I swiped 3 times to be sure I was wrong. I wasn't. Oh, goodness. Ugh. So what did he end up in Shaman Music Live? The young and homeless guy? Oh, you're not actually leaving? Okay. We'll stick around. If you guys have a request for a song, I'll play 1 song per viewer per live stream. Doggos! Perry. Hello, Perry. How are you today? Perry retracted the message, but I'll subscribe to your channel anyway. Can I get a suggestion? Sure. What's up, Tay-Tay? You're welcome, Perry. Can you make a suggestion? You certainly can. I'm open to all kinds of suggestions. Anything that helps make it better, make it more entertaining for you guys. Letty is clearly hiding right there behind those pillows. I'll have to move those. What are you hiding from, Bug? Bugaboo, what are you hiding from? The viewers can't see you when you hide behind the pillows. Huh? They can't see you, man. They can't see you behind those pillows. What are you hiding for? You don't like the light? Never. Oh. Suddenly we're being shy. She's giving me the stink eye. She's like so angry after I move those pillows. Look at her. Look at her. You see the stink eye she's giving right now? Oh, goodness. It was the same next swipe. It was a half-naked girl with no notable talent. Oh, goodness. Well, best of luck to that guy's dad. He's in for it. Do a glide song? Did I read that correctly? Can I play It's Tricky? Yes, I can. Hello again, Perry. Thank you for Cool Dogs. It's how about any song because it would sound good singing anything. First we will play Tay-Tay's request. You're referring to the song that goes it's tricky, it's tricky, it's tricky, 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 right? That one? I think that's Run DMC. Is that? I think that's correct. Might be an ad here to start. Yep, there is an ad to start here. Let's see if we can mute the ad. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. This is Tay-Tay's request. If you want it to be louder, give me a 1 in the chat. If it's too loud and you want it to go down, give me a 2. Douglas Libby. Hello, Douglas. How are you today? I'm going to go to your channel and subscribe right now. Oh, it's the official HD video, so it's got like some beforehand stuff going on. Thank you for chatting, Douglas. Oh, goodness. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, Aaron. Dan's parents are going to be in for it as he grows up, for sure.
All right, stay right there. We're coming right now. Right now.
It was pretty incredible. Like they're intimidating beasts. They really are intimidating beasts.
Run DMC, Jessica? No, no. Run DMC. I don't want Run DMC. You don't know Run DMC. No.
Keela and Angel. Hello, Keela. Hello, Angel. Yeah, welcome back to Earth, Zuma. I might be missing some messages here. It's filtering the top only, so let me double check. No, I think I saw everything. All right. Your lab's name is Charlie. It's a boy. German Shepherd is Cindy. You got Cindy from the sheriff's department. Oh, so Cindy is a previously now retired working dog, if I'm understanding that correct. Zuma here is a service dog. She helps me with my PTSD. That's what her training is for. But she's also amazing for my social anxiety. She's really helpful in that aspect of my life. My boxer's name is Levy, and my Australian Shepherd's name is Sadie. And then my Golden Retriever's name is Max, says Hannah. Those are really pretty names. Douglas says, yes, they were loving ones. I have the love children too. Oh, they had puppies? Oh, I love doggo puppies. Doggo puppies are the cutest. I wish I had taken more pictures of Zuma and Annie when they were younger. They were such turds, and potty training was such a task. Half the time you didn't even feel like being around them. You'd just be like, ugh, gotta clean up dog shit and piss again. Fuck me. And he would just be like, leave me alone, dog. I'm over your existence at the moment. Hannah jumbled them all up. That's all right, Hannah. We got the names right. That's the important part, right? I gotta tell you, half the time, I don't know who's who in this house. Whether I'm calling for my son or one of these dogs. Their biggest thing is getting under my feet. So I'll be doing something in the kitchen or walking through the hallway, and these guys, they'll get right under my feet. And then in that split second where you're like, what the hell just happened to me? Because you're about to trip and fall over, you yell one of their names and it's usually not even the right name. I'm like, oh fuck, Letty, kid, like, whoever you are, get out from under my feet. Oh, that's your friend's dogs because you don't have any? That's okay too, Hannah. That's how I used to get my doggo fix before I had puppies of my own. Hang out with other people's doggos. I'm curious to know that answer too, Tay Tay. Tay Tay's asking, how come Cosmo has been a fan in here for so long? Douglas wants to know if the dogs jump in bed with me. Yes. The doggos take up more bed space than I do. They'll give me like a sliver of bed, and they'll get the rest. So just hypothetically, if I wanted to sleep on the couch, right? You see how much space they're taking up? They wouldn't move. I would get what's left over. That's all right too. As long as it's respectful and positive, you say whatever you want in here. I've instructed my moderators not to get rid of anybody that isn't being unruly. So you don't have to be fearful of anybody who's in here that's blue. You don't have to worry about that. Anybody who's abusing their privilege will swiftly have it taken from them. This is all about the vibes in here. So if we're having chill vibes, it doesn't matter if there's a disagreement. It's all right to have a disagreement. If I see it getting out of hand, I'll just ask that we change the subject, or I'll change the subject and we'll start ignoring that old subject. Or I will ask you guys to take it to a different platform. But giving people timeouts and banning people is a very last resort. I don't want to do that. It's likely Cosmo has a high-stress educational work life, and this is a chill place where he feels open and respected. That's probably a good point, Aaron. And that's exactly what I want this to be. I want this to be a safe place where people can come and chill out. They don't have to feel stressed out, or their blood's not going to get boiling. I put a smile on some people's faces. Spreading the love and positivity, that's what it's all about here on this channel. Connecting people with positivity. Where there's so much negativity in this world, it's so necessary that somewhere in the world, somebody is sharing positive things. And I want to be part of that. Take care, Tay Tay. You're taking off. We'll see you again. If you're subscribed, we're live every day. Oh, I'm zoomed out. Zoom out here. Yep. So you can see my fingers. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. Like I've said so many times, without you guys coming in and chatting, there is no me. So you guys make the channel what it is. You're bored, but you like this live channel? Well, that's kind of a juxtaposition. Why don't we see if we can do something more interesting? Give me, like, somewhere between 30 seconds and 45 seconds. I'm gonna go get the duck jerky from the car. And normally it's just for Zuma, but we don't have any other treats to give them right now. So I'm gonna go get the duck jerky and I'll cut some slices, because they come in these big long slivers. I'll cut some slices out of a piece and we'll give them each one. We'll get some action going here on the camera for you. Douglas asked if I'm only on at one time a day. If I go live any other time of the day, it will be completely random and unannounced. The only time that I'm going to announce being live is between 11 and 1. Those are the only times that I'm going to try to stick to a strict being here every day between 11 and 1. Any other time that I go live, it will be completely random. But if you feel like you missed any of my live streams and you want to go back and see them, they're all posted up as public. If you feel like you're having FOMO, fear of missing out and what's going on in the chat, you can look through old live chats and you can see what's happening in real time while the live stream's going on. And feel free to comment on it afterwards. Excellent. Thank you, Douglas, for the subscription. You got to make sure those bell notifications are on. Sometimes you'll miss the notifications if it's set to personalized. So give me 30 to 45 seconds. I'm going to go grab Dana. How are you, sweetheart? How are you today? I hope you're having a great day. Give me just like half a minute. I'm going to go grab those snacks. I'm back. I don't think that was the whole 45 seconds, but I am back. What did I miss? Things are good on that side of the pond. Yep, Aaron gave himself the day off today. Oh, we see some action on camera, don't we? Somebody's looking at these snacks. Oh, buddy. So this is what we got for him here. If Annie will get her face out of here. So we got duck jerky, premium dog treats, no preservatives, no additives, no coloring. And they look like beef jerky sticks. Hold on, back up for a second. I'll show you what they look like. They look like jerky. Like they look almost like bacon. She's trying to get one, but I don't want to give them. Well, we just got them. I'll give them each one big sliver. What do you guys think? We'll give them each one big sliver. Let them have a decent chunk. It's probably going to be one of the only ones they get. Normally I cut them up. You see they have like these little squares. And I'll cut them into those little squares. And then I use them for training with Zuma when we go out places. So they last a little bit longer that way. Here you go. We're going to give Annie one. Annekins. Oh, yeah. Go around. Go around, Zoo. Come on, Zoo. Go around. Watch out, Annie. Here you go, Ladybug. Here you go, Ladybug. Here you go, Ladybug. Good girl. Oh, get it. Go around, Zuma. Go around, Zuzu. Go get your snack. Go around. No, Annie, you're not getting another one. Zuma, here. Here you go, girlie. Oh, munch, munch. All right. That gets the action moving on the camera, doesn't it? Welcome back, girly for life. Hello. Only one is chill, says Hannah. Yep. They're usually pretty chill. Annie though she's quite the active being. Zuma doesn't have any personal space boundaries, so out of the three of them, the chillest one is definitely Letty. Letty just kind of waits for you to pet her. She knows she's cute and fuzzy. She knows you're gonna pet her. But the other ones, they'll like get in your face and demand pets. Oh, I gotta put these jerky treats away, or they're gonna keep bothering me for them. The patient is going to ring off soon, so I'll be AFK for 10 minutes. That's okay, Dana. We'll be here. We got another hour and 20 minutes to be live. You have a severe headache and you wish you had the day off. Oh no. I think Aaron might be right there. Hydrate. That might help. Maybe getting more sleep too. Annie's the one behind me. She's the only one that's not on the screen right now. And like I've mentioned before, everybody who comes in and chats gets to subscribe for me. I'm all caught up now. Everybody who's been in here and said something, I subscribe to your channel. I appreciate you, and I want to show my thanks for coming out and chatting. And the only way I can really do that is to subscribe, besides saying thank you. And the other thing, I lost my train of thought. I had another thought going on there. Oh, if you subscribe to my channel, you get to see all of these puppers doing things that are more interesting than just sleeping on the couch. The editing when it gets cut and there's music in the background. There's over 300 videos, and some of them are 7 seconds long, and some of them are a minute long, and there's a few in there sprinkled in that are about 3 minutes long. There's quite a bit of content on there. You could probably watch my shorts for a couple hours. There's enough content. Aaron is correct. Zuma is the brown one. I call her brown. Everybody else who sees her thinks that she's red. In this light, she kind of looks red. She's kind of matching that table over there. Let's see, I was saying my bro nearly got kidnapped because I was going for a walk. A person came up and tried to take my bro. Well, you need to stop walking around that neighborhood. Huh, Cosmo? It seems like maybe you need to take a different path. I'd be careful walking around that hood again. Annie's having some kibble right now. I don't know if you can hear her munching behind me. But she's, I guess having that treat inspired her to be hungry. So she's now eating kibble. Oh, before I forget here, geez, I'm losing track of things. Aaron suggested a song here, and then I had like 5 or 6 people running in. So I had to address them. Oh, I think it buried it. Can you repost the request that you had, Aaron? I apologize. I was greeting people, subscribing, and now the chat is buried. So I can't see what song it was. Numbers in action. Got it. Is that by Global Goals? Wiley. I remember now reading Wiley. There's quite a few remixes on that one there. There's a Z Dot remix, Doobie remix, Sticky remix. We'll do the song here. We'll see if it's going to make us play an ad. Yep, it will. It's kind of bumping. It's got my head bobbing. Just got some dancey vibes to it. I like it. Yeah, she's hanging out over here because it's close proximity to pets. She's an attention fiend. You give her one pet, you'll have to give her 1,000. She won't accept any less. You got more evolutions, so now you have regular Vaporeon, Vaporeon Giganta, Max Flareon. You got Max Flareon? Where did you find a Max Eevee? I haven't even seen those drop yet. Is that a recent thing? I've got I was able to get a Max Charmander and a Max Squirtle, and I've evolved them to a War Turtle and a Charmeleon. So I'm going for the next evolution on those, but I haven't yet seen a Max Eevee. So it is new. Oh shit, guys. We might be going out to do some Pokestopping today. I gotta go get me a Max Eevee. Gotta have it, gotta have it, gotta catch them all. Eevee's one of my favorites. I like the original Jolteon, Flareon, Vaporeon evolutions, but Eevee's a cute one, for sure. Yeah, Aaron, that was real bouncy. That song had some good vibes. I kind of want to just like clip the end of this and play it on repeat. Let's see if I can try different here. We'll try some. Where is it? Retro wave house. There it is. We'll try some house. We'll see what that does here. That's something we need to test at the weekend. I'll be sure I could do it. Screen and camera grabs for studio to stream Pokemon. Yeah? My content's all over the place. And now that I have this secondary phone, I don't have to screen share while playing games. So I'd be able to say, like, okay, this is what we're doing. You get to see the doggo in the back seat, and then I say, oh, check this out, guys. And I just pull it up, and I go, check out this Pokemon I'm about to catch. You know, and then it could still maintain the same vibe that I've been going for this whole time. You got a Typhlosion stage too? Nice. Wily the artist has bipolar, so he's often released under one of the two names, either Wily or Escaboy. Both the same person, difference in style. When I was first introduced to Caspa and Rusco, I thought that was the case because their style is pretty similar to one another. And then I learned that Caspa and Rusco are two different people. I think this tempo is a little bit too much here. We're going to lower the tempo. This also might be a little bit loud. I don't think I'm feeling this one. Let's try the next one. See, instead we can have the same aesthetics and we could just pop up the screen without you needing to do the camera. Oh, nice! That would be awesome. So, for instance, you'd be able to, like, I could be playing it and be like, check this out, guys. And then, like, you'd click a button. And then instead of me putting my phone in front of the camera, it would just pop up. Like, is that what you were referring to? Because that'd be really cool. Like I said, I have so many ideas and things that I want to do. I just don't have the resources to do it. And now that I have the second phone, it's going to make things much easier. And I'm internally grateful because it's going to make being able to communicate with the world outside of live stream not interrupt the live stream, which is for the last couple days is what's been happening towards the end of the live stream. I had to interrupt to, you know, read text messages, send text messages, take phone calls, and you know, what I could be doing is just putting the mute button on, leaving it up until my 5-minute phone call is over, instead of having it click out and then lose 25 viewers because I had to take a phone call. Interesting. So that's like Aaron said, your feed and your camera are separate feeds. You send them to me, and then I mix them together and send one stream out. I like that. I like that. So it would be like if I wanted to do a collaboration live stream, something like that, which is yet something I have yet to try, or like a dual recording. Because I like that. I've seen some people's live stream where they've got themselves up and their face is on like a little picture in picture at the top, and then they've got what they're streaming like in the middle, and there's space for comments at the bottom. If you're familiar with Rare Wolf, he was in here yesterday. Hey, welcome back. Hello. If you're familiar with Rare Wolf, he was in here yesterday. He's one of my moderators. He's the one that inspired me to do live streaming, because I watched him for a bit, and he's keeping it 100 with his viewers. He engages with his viewers. You know, he's locked into the game, but he's checking on chat. He responds to everybody's comments. He reads everybody's stuff. And I like his layout a lot. It's vertical like this, but he does it on his computer, so he's got the ability to cut parts of the screen and put them where he wants them. And, you know, after watching him for a bit, I was like, this is something I can do. I don't necessarily have the resources to make it look that fancy, but I can do this. If he can do it, I can do it. And here I am. I'm doing it. I just started making content at that point and making short forms, and now we're going live every single day. And it's progressing exponentially progressing. I'm super excited about the growth, and I'm so happy that it's growing the way that it is. You know, it shows me that my effort is paying off, and that's so satisfying. How's the Aaron, if how do I want to phrase this question here? What about audio? Is there a way to, like, you know, you hear this beat in the background here, but I need to use my other phone to do it. Is there a way the studio would be able to, like, put in some background noise? Cool. And the other thing that I think, if I'm thinking about the downsides, right, the things to improve on the stream here, in the same regards as the audio being too quiet and wanting to have a little bit of background music, the audio is too sensitive also. Now, I think a separate microphone would help for that, but I feel like it would be difficult to keep it mobile. So I'm going to keep exploring the Bluetooth option, because they have technology within the Bluetooth that's like noise canceling and background noise eliminating, that kind of stuff. So, did the chat from my Angry Astronaut account get held for review? I don't even see it. So I think, was it a link or something, Aaron? I don't even see the chat at all. I don't see anything being held for review. Nothing's been held for review since somebody came in and told me I was boring. So. Yeah, I don't see anything popping up. What did the Angry Astronaut say? Oh, I see it now. The Angry Astronaut says check. Check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. I'm gonna go to that channel and subscribe. Holy moly. Stay angry about space. The Angry Astronaut has 191,000 subscribers. Wow. I did send you a subscribe, though, because that's what I do if you come into the chat. I'll subscribe to your channel. There's not many ways I can show my appreciation, but that's one of them. Sub to that account and look at the live stream. We do almost weekly lives remotely. All right, I'll check it out. What's the content about? I mean, it says be angry about, you know, the stars and whatnot, but what kind of content does it? Are you like stargazing and, you know, like telling us like this is Ursa Minor and this is the Big Dipper and, you know, that kind of thing? Pyro, pick a random Pokemon and I will see if I have it. Alright, Cosmo, let's see. Turtwig. That should be easy enough. You probably have one because it's basic level. They operate streams from my studio remotely. It's space flight and UFO content. That sounds nifty. I don't know how entertaining that would be because I haven't seen any of it yet. Because UFO and space flight, it only capture attention for so long. You know how it is with this digital world. If it doesn't capture your attention for more than 3 seconds, you're ready to swipe to the next one, right? But that does sound nifty. I had a feeling you might have it. More like, look at this cool mission or big rockets through, though, was it alien? Oh, okay. So there's like a conspiracy theory. Was it aliens? Check out this rocket ship launch. That's cool. I like space stuff. And if you guys live in an area that's pretty remote, like we're not anywhere near, we're an hour from the big city near here. So when you look up in the sky, you can see a lot of stars. And it makes you feel, well, sometimes it makes you feel real small, and sometimes it gives you an overwhelming feeling of calmness. I love the night sky here. I can do one better. I'll send you a Discord invite to his Patreon server. All right. Well, now I'm gonna have to definitely check it out. I can't just pretend, right? You're gonna see me in there. No, I wasn't gonna pretend anyway. I was gonna legitimately check it out, but now I'm obligated to do it, right? This guy knows how to get you hooked on the line. Do another one, Pyro. Do a hard one. All right. I might have to look through my own list here to see. I'll give you one that's an evolution, not just a basic one. We'll see. Yeah, Turtwig's pretty easy. They're common. Oh shit, we got a Machoke here. I'm catching this Machoke. There's a Machoke standing right outside my house. Get in that Pokeball. Don't you dare break free. No! Son of a bitch, he ran. I should have used a better Pokeball. Oh well. Alright. Let's see. Do you have Blissey? Free access to his paid community show behind the scenes, and a little at a bigger brand. Okay. Interesting. If you don't know what Blissey looks like, it's a Chansey evolution. It looks like Chansey, only with a pouch. It's that guy there. That's Blissey. I've only got one Blissey. I haven't been able to find any other enough Chanseys to evolve another one. But that one might be a tough one for you because I've had a hard time getting a second one. I'm surprised I got my first one. You have it? Nice. All right. Let's go more challenging then, Cosmo. We'll see if you have something a little bit more challenging in your Pokedex. Let's see. Did I already close out? I closed it out. Why did I close it out? Let's see. Let's see. I was thinking I would do see if you had a Gyarados, but because Magikarp's so common. Oh, okay. Machop is Community Day. That's why there was a Machoke standing outside of my house. I'm seeing Sableye on the maxes. Let's see. Give you a challenging one. How about Salamence? That's a Bagon evolution. All right, Aaron. We'll be here for another hour. You have a Salamence? No way. Do you just? It's at the top of your list, isn't it? You have a Salamence? That's this guy. He's a Bagon evolution. He's the second one in your deck? Yeah, he's the first one in my deck. He's the strongest CP that I've got. All right. So it's got to be more challenging than that. Okay. All right. All right. All right. How about Pinsir? Pinsir's pretty rare. I don't grind the channel or the game. So I'm not out there every single day catching. There was a period in time when I had the time to be out and about. You know, before I had a kiddo, I could spend hours out of the day doing Pokemon grinding. You're familiar with Pinsir, right? Your favorite G's. Hello, hello. What are their names? This one's Letty. We have Zuma. We have Annie. I think it might be time for us to take them outside. Because they're being kind of boring here, and I want to wear them out more than just, you know, sleep on the couch and gain all your energy. Maybe I'll have another cup of coffee first before we do that. You have them all? Jeez. Your fave G's. I'm going to go to your channel and subscribe to you. I appreciate you coming out and saying something in the chat. The viewers make the channel. Without you guys, there is no channel. Alright, so we're going to have to go uber hard on this one then. We're going to have to we got to find one that's super rare. That's going to be hard for you to just catch in the wild. Let's see. Geez, I don't even remember which of these was difficult to catch or not. How about Lunala. Lunala? My mouth does not want to do that sound. Luana. Luna. How's this pronounced? Lunala. Yeah, Lunala. Yeah, that one. It's a Cosmog evolution. You might not. Not everybody's got Cosmog. That's such a pretty Pokemon too, isn't it? The colors on that guy. And we just brought back the Galarian birds, or I'd say you probably don't have one of those. Oh, I know one that's going to be a challenge for you. Lunchtime. Second deck. Oh, you're using cards. That's like cheating. I'm over here looking at the Pokemon that I've had to evolve and catch out in the wild, and you're looking at cards. That's like taking a shortcut. First one in the second deck. What is this guy? Kangaskhan. You got Kangaskhan? See, now it's making sense how you have them, because I did some grinding to get these guys. Let's see. Here we go. If you guys play Pokemon Go, you probably know how hard it is to get this one. You all know who that guy is. Yeah, he came in a raid 2018. So we're talking 7 years ago I caught this guy. Mewtwo. Not Mew. I don't have a Mew yet. I haven't been able to do a raid with a Mew. This is Mewtwo. M-E-W T-W-O. Like Mew 2.0. If you're familiar with the series, Mewtwo was created in a lab from genetics from Mew that they found in fossils. I am streaming on the new phone, but I don't think I changed the video settings on it, so I don't think it's at the full 50 megapixel. Dana, I don't think I'm at a full 50 megapixel. It's looking a little grainy, at least over here by her. You know, it's looking kind of grainy. And I can tap the screen to kind of give it that zoom into this spot thing, but it's still looking kind of grainy. So I think I've got to change my settings to make sure that it's doing ultra high def at I think they're going to want 50 frames per second, 50 megabytes. No, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. But if there's any kind of motion, like, it's not really picking up the motion all that well as far as I can see from this end. I don't know about that end. But it gets real grainy when things move too fast. So I think I need to change the settings on the camera. I just set it up. I didn't change any of the settings when I got it. I added the apps that I needed and I immediately started using it. So speaking of which, I gotta make sure I don't kill the battery here. Okay, we got enough battery life. I'm amazed at how long the batteries last on new phones. That's crazy. My older phones don't last nearly as long as these newer ones. They're all on their own cushions. They are, pretty much. They were nearby each other. I gave them and then they were all next to each other again, and then they just dispersed again. You're upset with the quality even. I don't think that I've messed with the settings on it yet, Aaron. So just give me a day or so to familiarize myself with this particular model, and I'll get the settings to where they need to be. I think by default, it doesn't have the ultra high def and all of that. It's set to, like my old phone, or not my old phone, my main phone for usage for day to day. Wolf told me that some of my videos were kind of grainy and that I should check my settings, and then I did, and I realized that they were set to save space, save data, you know, that kind of settings, and it took the quality out of the picture. So once I get off live stream here, I'll double check the settings on this and see if the quality can be changed. And then the next live stream should be better quality, if that's a possibility. Because the camera on my other phone, it was given decent quality, and then I noticed it kind of like backstepped. But I'll get the settings changed up and make sure that it's doing what it should be in order for you guys to be able to see stuff. I'm gonna have to change the frame rate and also the size of the image capture in order for it to do that. So by default, like I said, it sets it so that it doesn't take up a lot of your storage space or use a lot of your data. You know, your average person is not going to be doing high quality videos and things like that. Your average person just wants to get on TikTok. So speaking of which, I don't use TikTok. I never have, I never will. Don't ask me to have a TikTok account. I will not start one. Same thing with Twitter. I've never used Twitter, and I never will. Don't ask me to get a Twitter. I just don't like the platforms, and I refuse to have them. Watch your ears, guys. I gotta run the water for a sec here. I gotta fill up the Keurig. I'm pretty impressed with the audio, though. I mean, it's really sensitive, but it picks up damn near everything. So I don't feel like I have to yell or get loud. You know, the closer I am to the phone, the better the quality of the audio. Dana doesn't have TikTok, see? I watch the same videos on Facebook, she says. Yeah, I think it's a decent phone too. It's no S series, which is the flagship series that Samsung's got. But the A series is pretty good series too. And 50 megapixels is a decent enough picture. It should be better than this. So I definitely think it's the settings. Okay, Dana. We'll be here. We will be here for at least another 45 minutes. Minimum. Glad to help. I know a lot of people make fake claims, so it's hard to see a genuine offer. This is true. This is true. And that's the advice that I got from anybody and everybody that I talked to. They said, be careful. Be careful. Don't give your information out to anybody. Verify, verify, verify. You want to make sure you're not getting scammed. And to which I responded, well, they haven't... Coffee machine's doing this thing. Watch your ears. To which I responded, well, they haven't asked me for anything. They offered to help. They sent me money with the help that they offered. So they followed through on what they said they wanted to do. So far, it sounds legit. It sounds promising. I want to do a little bit more research of mine because, you know, I am wary of strangers. It's a good thing. It's a good thing to be cautious of strangers. And I hope it doesn't offend you at all. If at least during the beginning, I might be a little standoffish and less forthcoming with information. Like, so when you call tech support, right, they'll ask you to allow them to have access to your computer, and you're like, you gotta click a couple buttons, and then they have full access to your computer and your hard drive and stuff like that. For a request like that, I might be a little hesitant at first, but once we build a rapport and we get to know each other, it would help a lot if we met in person or talked over the phone. You know, all those things help legitimize the person on the other end. Yep. Yeah. Like I said, I don't think that it's utilizing the entire 50 megapixels. I think it's just set to default, which, if I'm not mistaken, is like somewhere between 15 and 30 megapixels. Each model is different. But as soon as I changed the megapixel default on my phone, the quality of pictures was unbelievable. You see some of the shorts I've made recently, and you look back at some of the shorts I made in the past, the ones I've made recently, it's like you can reach into the phone and pet the hair on the dogs. Like, you can see the fur stuck to their noses, and like the little bits, you just want to reach in and pluck that little nose off of their hair, their hair off their nose. Hi again, girly for life. How are ya? Welcome back. I'll never make that kind of request. Most would be like Steve, generated by YouTube. Only sends information if you have login credentials. Fair enough. This is it's a new aspect of life. So I'm usually a little standoffish on things that I'm not 100% on. And that's a self-preservation thing. You know, I don't want to put myself out there and then fall. You know what I mean? But like I said, once there's a rapport going, there will be less hesitation. There will be less the word is on the tip of my tongue, but I'm sure you understand what I mean. There will be less resistance to being forthcoming with stuff. And I've got a pretty good gut feeling about things and people. You know, I might ignore it from time to time, thinking, well, maybe it's just my paranoid brain doing a thing. But my gut vibe on people is pretty spot on. And I get good vibes from you. You know, for me, trust is really important. And honesty goes a long way in building trust. So the fact that you came in here, you said, I want to help you. Here's some advice. It was good advice. And then you said, I want to help you some more. And you said, what do you need? What can I help you with immediately from across the pond? And I said, well, this is the difficulty I'm having. And you said, I can do that. I can help you, and I can help you right now. And you did. You followed through, and that means more than anybody just saying. That means way more than just saying you want to help. Being able to help and wanting to help, I know are not the same things. But following through when you say you're going to help, huge. Huge. And that means so much to us. I mean, I'm floating on clouds today. Like I'm super excited about the future. And it's been the first time in a long time that I've kind of felt this way about things, and it's the first time in a long time that I felt this passionate about what I'm doing. You know, the last time that I don't think I've ever felt this passionate about what I'm doing because I enjoy what I'm doing. But the last time that I felt like I enjoyed the work that I was doing, I was building control panels. I was reading schematics and putting 16 gauge wire where it needed to go from this device to that device to this device to that device with a screwdriver, and holding everything down with rubber bands. And you know, I worked in a small shop. The company was only 5 people large. Excuse me. And I really enjoyed that work that I did. You know, it was a learning experience for me, and I got to kind of do my own thing and make my own hours for the most part. Not so much make my own hours as much as, you know, there was no rush. There was no pressure. You know, the boss would say, this is the deadline. We got some time to complete it. You know, and the work wasn't exactly hard physically. So it wasn't too hard mentally. It wasn't too hard physically. You'd look at the schematic, you'd put the wire in, you'd highlight the wire. So I enjoyed making control panels, and I enjoyed the company I worked for. The angry astronaut, he is very much the same. He considers me a lifeline. The brand pays for it, though I understand your privacy. Yes, privacy is important. Aaron, privacy is so important. Oh, no worries, Cosmo. You go AFK whenever you want. You know where to find me. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about it. Oh, I didn't add any sugar to that. Gonna need to add some sugar to this coffee. Millie Jen. Hello, hello. Welcome back. Hello. Thank you for stopping in. How are you today? Watch your ears, guys. I'm going to be stirring some coffee here in a sec. I don't want to blow anybody's eardrums out. I don't know who's wearing headphones or who's got it cranked all the way up to hear me from across the room. But this is your warning ahead of time. I'm going to stir the coffee right now. All right. Excuse the loudness, please. Privacy was the driver in sending you Cash App. Gives you the discretion and anonymity. True. This is true. Hamid Quabos. Fart. Hello, Hamid. Welcome to the stream, Hamid. I don't know why you're farting in here and stinking up the place, but hello. Welcome to the stream. Oh, you're very welcome, Aaron. You know, as soon as I realized that the microphone picks up everything, I started realizing that I need to give a heads up when things are going to get loud. So, I don't know who's wearing headphones, but I want to try to be respectful of all those people. Hamid, thank you for chatting in the chat. I know you just came in here and farted, but I'm going to subscribe to your channel anyway. That's how I show my appreciation for those who come in and chat. So I appreciate you coming in, even if it's just the fart and leave. You now have 2 subscribers, Hamid. Zuma's sleeping. She is. I think she is. I don't know how they do it. But like I've said before, they use 500% of their energy when they play, and then they use 500% of their energy when they sleep. There's like not really an in-between. It's kind of crazy. Right, why don't we play something for me? Let's play a song for me. We don't do that very often, huh? Let's play a song for me. What do I want to listen to today? Oh, I know what I want to listen to. This has become one of my favorites since it was released. And it's by Tom MacDonald. I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan of Tom MacDonald, but I do like quite a bit of his music. I think he goes out on a limb when he makes his music. And but this one, I think this one really hits home for a lot of people. And I really like this song. It's shorter than I would like it to be, or at least it seems shorter. It says it's 3 minutes and 11 seconds long, but this one's called Superman by Tom MacDonald. The mother of all Memorial Days. The mother of all Memorial Days. What? So I like this one. I think this one's super cute, super sweet, but then also hits home real hard. You might hear me singing in the background. Just ignore it. Oh, shoot. Oh, I was gonna clap real big, but then I realized I blew out some eardrums. Sorry, guys. Moody Jen says, "Do you take them for a walk?" Not really. Oh, that's too loud. Uh, don't judge me. Don't judge me. That's one of my favorite songs. I can't help it when it comes on. I just want to sing it. Midi Gen, I don't really take them for a walk. They've got a fenced-in yard area, so that's where they go do their potty business. Zuma comes out with me when we go into the public, so she gets put on the leash. Oh, we got something held for review. Cool cash. Don't you worry, man. You're not late. You're here exactly when you're meant to be. Don't you worry, your little soul about that. You are not late. You're arriving exactly when you're meant to arrive, and we appreciate you being here. Thanks for coming out again. How are you today? Let's look at this message that got held for review. It's a glitch for your eyeballs. We'll show it anyway. I don't see anything wrong with that one. You were bored. What is that supposed to be? What is that? It's showing me that we're like really broken up. JDo27. Hello, welcome. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate you putting something in the chat there, so I'm going to go to your channel and subscribe to you. You now have 115 subscribers. How you doing today, Jay? I'm hungry. Are they for sale? Says CR7 King. Well, if you were planning to eat them, I wouldn't sell them to you, but they are not for sale. What are you thinking about having for some food? I'm thinking some food might be a good idea soon. Let's see, what do we got? I might have a Pop-Tart maybe. I don't know, we'll see. I'm having some coffee right now. I should go pick up some creamer so it could actually be decent coffee, not just black with sugar. But you know, I'll pretty much take my caffeine in any liquid form I can get it. Which comment, Aaron? Which comment makes you? He's saying, Aaron said that comment makes me think about the funny vegan satire website. Which comment and which website? I'm not familiar with that particular thing. CR7 says, all right, next time I won't disclose my culinary intentions. Well then, I better make sure I keep them locked up with lock and key, huh? CR7's gonna try to cook them up and eat them. Huh. I bet you'd be delicious too, huh, Zuzu? Yeah, I bet you'd be delicious. Oh, yeah, get that stretch. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I bet she'd be delicious. I bet her meat be a little tough, though. Oh, I got it. I'm gonna get me some of that Zuma right now, aren't I? Yeah. I'm gonna get some of those ears. Oh, no, no. We're so good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, should I bite your ears too? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'll get him. Oh, I get him. I get him. It's my ear. Thank you. Bite it right off. Give me some of those ears. Elwood's dog meat website. I don't think I've ever seen that. The eating dogs comment. I don't think I've ever seen that, Aaron. What you did was a joke? Which one was a joke, Cosmo? I bet your brain feels good as new, seeing that you never use it. Oh, who, me? Oh, I always use my brain. My brain is always running on max. Sometimes I wish it could just chill out and stop running on max. But I've usually got at least 2 or 3 things on my mind at any given time. I don't do multitasking quite as well as my brain does. I tend to either fuck one up and then accomplish the other, or fuck them both up. So, I try not to multitask when I can help it. My brain's just not built for trying to do 2 physically demanding tasks at the same time. And I learned this when I was already in my 30s. Believe it or not. I used to think that I could multitask the shit out of anything. And then in my 30s, I was trying to do one thing by request of a house guest. And at the same time, I was trying to move my glass bong. And so I picked the bong up while my thought process was on something else, and I sheared off the entire slide. Like it broke right off the side of it. There was nowhere to put the slide anymore after that, and I had to trash the whole bong. And it was like a 3-foot bong, double perk. So I was pretty disappointed about it. And at that point I was like, I don't want to multitask my brain anymore ever again. I was so mad at myself for that. I didn't have anybody else to blame but myself. And at that point I was like, well, maybe I can't handle it. I probably shouldn't. Where is all the dogs? What do you mean, where's all the dogs? They're all right there. The only one not here is special guest Brandy. They're all here at Cool Cash. If you really want to know about mistakes, you should ask your parents. Yeah, that's funny. No, I think, I don't think I was a planned pregnancy, but I was a blessing. My dad wanted to have a boy, and he passed away early in my life. But he wanted to have a boy. He was excited about having a son. And I'm excited about having my son. I really wanted to have a girl. But now that I've got a son, I think having a girl would have been more challenging. But he's such a wimp sometimes. I wish it could just be, oh, you fell down and got a boo-boo? Rub some dirt on it. Keep playing. But like I've got to console him for a minute. And but that's kind of a good thing and kind of an annoyance, you know. For him to be sensitive, it's a good thing. But to have to hold him through every paper cut is kind of annoying, you know. Like, it's just a paper cut. Get over it. Put a Band-Aid on that sucker. Rub some dirt on it and get back outside. You know, that's the kind of attitude I want to have. But I remind myself that, you know, he's only 5. He's pretty sensitive, and being sensitive is not a bad thing. So, you know, being a parent is the toughest job in the world. And it's the only job in the world that I've ever wanted to have. What do you call a bee that can't make up its mind? A maybe. Cute, Cosmo. Oh, I talk about the bestie. Oh, I do, Dana. I talk about him all the time. He is the biggest part of my life. My life pretty much wouldn't have a purpose without him. But how whiny he is sometimes. Like, go be with your grandma for a couple hours. Whine ass. Like, let me just. Yes, you're a huge part of my life too, but he is the most important thing in my life. He's more important to me than my own life. And in my opinion, that's the way it should be when you're a parent. The lives of your kids should be more important than your own life. If I had to defend his life with mine, I would. In a heartbeat. I wouldn't even think twice. We don't need to get into that, Dana. Not everybody treats their kids the way that they should. We had a 10-year-old in here earlier, and he was scrolling through YouTube on his dad's account, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm 10." And we're like, "Dude, please be safe." Notary Prill, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. How are you today? Thank you for chatting in the chat. I'm going to go to your channel right now and subscribe to you. Notary Prill, you now have, I believe, your first subscriber. Yeah, unless your subscriptions are private, I don't see them up there, but I subscribe to your channel. Thank you, Notary, for coming in and chatting. Aaron says, when you become a parent, you inherit a need to do better for the next generation. Bruce Lee said, to become immortal, you must first leave a legacy worth remembering. Facts. For sure. My kiddo already has a better life than I ever had growing up. My dad passed away from his addiction when I was around 3 years old. So I never grew up getting to know him. And my kiddo is now 5. And I have not touched any party substance since before he was born. He's got 2 trampolines. He's got a pool in the summertime. He's got a sandbox, all kinds of digging construction Tonka toys, a swing set and a slide. You know, he is living the life, a life that I never had growing up. He has already surpassed my entire childhood. And we're going to keep shooting for the moon as he grows up. So my job as a parent is to be a better father to him than any father figure that I've ever had. I was a TA exhibition today. I said notary. Naughty. Oh, you're right. You're right. I added an R in there where it didn't belong. That's the Mainer coming out in me. Taking R's out of words where they belong and putting them where they don't belong. That's a Mainer thing. You're right. Naughty. Apologize, Naughty. Thanks for coming in and chatting, though. I did subscribe to your channel. Annie's dreaming. She's got the leg shakes. She might be. I got a good video of Letty dreaming the other day. That's up on my page if you didn't see it yet. Almost that time, guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. We'll probably have a gamer stream later. Maybe. We'll see. I have some conversations that I need to have off live stream before I'll do another one. So we might have another gaming stream today. I had about an hour and 45-minute gaming stream last night. I am your BFF, broke friend forever. I feel like I am that friend to people. I'm always freaking broke, but they hang out with me because they like my company. I know she got called a boy. Who got called a boy, Dana? Yes, Dana. Yes, Aaron. Aaron is the one I'm referring to when I say I need to have a conversation. And then the other part of the business, there's another gentleman who has been texting me on Discord, so I'll need to continue my conversation there. I've put that conversation on hold while I'm in the live stream here. But I want to make myself available today so I can get these details ironed out. Oh, Letty got called a boy. Okay. I have some time available later to pipe the studio in for gaming stream to test the 2-feed concept with you. Okay. Yeah, well, I got to make sure everything's taken care of with the kiddo and he's got his food and whatnot. And, you know, I'll probably be hands-free at that point, but as long as my attention isn't needed for him, then yes. Which Marvel superhero would you be if you could choose one, and why, says Cosmo. That's an interesting one. That is an interesting one. Because my favorite superheroes are DC. I'm a big fan of Batman. So I guess I'd have to choose Iron Man. Iron Man is the equivalent of Batman for Marvel. So I guess I'd have to choose Iron Man. And I will give you the reasons for that. Number one, he's a genius. Number two, he's rich. Number three, how fucking cool are those gadgets? Holy moly, I wish I had some cool gadgets like that. Like, I am a gadget nut. I used to work at Sharper Image, and I enjoyed working there because I get to talk about all these cool gadgets and I got to play with them all the time. They don't exist anymore. They went out of business. But shortly after high school, I was working at Sharper Image, and yeah, cool freaking gadgets. He's rich. I mean, what else could you really ask for? He's super smart, he's super rich, and he gets to play with cool stuff and be a superhero all the time. Yes, we can chat hands-free, Aaron. Things are a little bit more tricky when being on mobile. Yeah. But now that I've got a different device, I can be on one, right? And then using the other one to connect to something across the pond. Once there was a pickle named Fred. Then someone ate him. Cosmo. That was so random, Cosmo. That was so random. I love the random commentary, though. It's not too off the wall because it gives you a chuckle, but it's definitely random as hell. When I first started reading that, I was like, why am I reading about a pickle named Fred? And then I read the next line. Oh, man. That was funny. Hey, Dana. Somebody was asking in here earlier if you wanted to do an episode of Cribs. I was told I needed to do a house tour. And I'm like, well, that's not what this channel's for. And I need to talk with the other people who live here. Here's your medal for the slowest response time. Meanwhile, I win the gold for falling for an amazing person who leaves me on red. No. No. I get onto a tirade and I start rambling about stuff sometimes. But I do try to come back and make sure that I address every comment that comes in, every person who walks in the door and says hello. I try. I might not always do it in a timely manner. Like, for instance, yesterday, we had that real long live stream. And I probably should have gone into the live stream and subscribed to everybody who chatted like I usually would right after it ended. But I waited until this morning to do it. I'm a bit of a procrastinator, but when it comes to talking, I ramble a bit for a minute. And then eventually, though, I will get to you, I promise. If I miss something that you've said, there's two reasons. Either it got buried or YouTube deleted it. So if I'm not responding to something you said and it seems like I haven't read it or I ignored it and you'd like me to read it, let me know. Because I don't get to see the stuff that YouTube automatically deletes. Crib B gets 100K, so yeah, need money first. That's right, see? I love it. I love it. Dana says, if you want to give us $100,000, we'll do an episode of Cribs for you on live stream, all right? Who was that was in here? It's buried now. Who was in here before saying they wanted Cribs? Somebody go get a hold of that guy. Tell him we want 100K. We'll do a stream. A balanced diet means a cupcake in each hand. You've got the same thought process as my son. A cupcake in each hand. That's funny. Wanting something does not give you the right to have it. This is true. This is true. I think she's referring to, I think that was Cosmo's comment. I think she was referring to the guy that came in earlier and was like, give us a house tour. He didn't even, I don't think he even said hello before he said that. Like, he just came in and said, give us a house tour. And then called me lame. I don't remember. Don't quote me on that. I'll double check that when I go through the comments. But yeah, they asked for an episode of Cribs. The seafood diet, I see it and I eat it. Dana. I don't know, Cool Cash. Cosmo's funny. I don't know. I think it's the off the wall stuff. The random that gets me giggling and chuckling. Because I'm expecting to see some chat going on that's like coherent, and then that random crap pops up, and I'm like, what the? It makes me chuckle. It is funny. At least the way you said it, Dana. It is funny. You have to go with Dana about or Cosmo about the cupcakes. Yeah, I gotta kind of agree with her too, Aaron. Although I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be cupcakes. It would be a pack of Oreos. A pack of Oreos in each hand, and I got myself a balanced diet. Ooh, or Nutter Butter bars. Ooh, Nutter Butter bars. It's probably my favorite junk food snack. Oreos and Nutter Butter bars. Or the peanut butter Oreos. Oh, double stuffed peanut butter Oreos. Oh, have those with a little bit of coffee. Mwah. A bit of a junk food grazer myself. Tend to just work out all day, eating things filled with sugar. Me too. I'm pretty sure, Aaron, that my blood sugar level is set to explode on a regular basis. I eat damn near everything with sugar in it. And my theory on this is why waste my life eating stuff that doesn't taste good? I want to enjoy my life. And part of enjoying life is enjoying food that tastes delicious. So I'm not going to sacrifice flavor. A balanced diet is a pack of Oreos in each hand. That's right, Cosmo. Then I go for the walk of shame around an hour from to burn the calories off. Yeah, I know people do that. And I guess technically you're not actually burning those calories because you haven't stored them yet. Until your body processes the food that you've eaten, there's no calories to burn. So you're just burning what you've already stored and already processed. But the big trick is not to be um, not to be a sloth after you eat a big meal. Like, you don't necessarily have to work out and give yourself cramps and stuff, but if you lounge around the house after you have a giant meal, your body isn't burning those calories, it's storing them. A moment on the lips, a lifetime on the hips, Dana. Everything in moderation, Aaron. Everything in moderation. You know, I might eat 2 packs of Oreos at one time with my coffee, but I'm skipping breakfast. And a lot of times I skip lunch. So, you know, those are going to be the only calories that I get. And with my metabolism, they don't last. They don't last in my system. Pyro doesn't need your help being late. No, I do not. Sorry I'm late. I got lost in the sea of puppies on the way. No, I have what they would call poor time management skills. Mostly because I lose track of time. And here's why. 2 minutes turns into 7 minutes really fast. You're looking at the clock, you're like, oh, I've got 10 minutes to do something. Hello, Angel. How are you? Angel Lovejoy, how are you today? Welcome to the stream. I'm going to head over to your channel and send you a subscribe. Thanks for chatting in the chat. If I wasn't the first subscriber, you now have 2 subscribers. What's worse than finding a spider in your Oreo? Finding half a spider in your Oreo. Uh, that reminds me of one of my foster parents when I was young. Their family was big on growing corn, and this was when I was living in New Jersey. And so we had gotten a bunch of corn cobs, and we had shucked them all, and they all got cooked, and there were a big platter of them on the table. And she was eating a corn on the cob. The mom, the foster mom there, she was eating a corn on the cob, and she bit into it, and she was like, "Oh, gross!" And she showed us what she said, "Oh, gross" about, and it was half a worm. Exactly what you were saying, half a worm. It wasn't a worm; it was half a worm. So. Yes. Yes, Aaron. Oreos that you steal from your loved ones have less calories, of course. It's because of all the calories you burn running away. I don't think I've ever seen a fat thief. Not a good thief, anyway. A good thief isn't fat. You're going to have a hard time running away. Annie giving us a free show. She is. She got some belly rubs earlier and just never moved from that position. Ew, Aaron, that's even worse. When you find half a worm, how big was this worm I just ate? Did I only eat half? Did I eat 3/4 of it? Yeah, I don't know. I'll tell you what though, I didn't have any corn on the cob that day. Immediately after seeing that, I'm like, can I have a fork and knife? I cut the corn off the cob. You don't have to run if you're good at what you do. So, yeah, I guess so, Dana. I guess so. But if I had to guess on why Oreos that you steal from your loved ones have less calories, it's because you burn calories when you're stealing it. You just steal Oreos from your loved ones, make sure the loved one can't run as fast as you can. Like 2-year-olds too fast. That's right. I don't have to outrun the bear, I just have to outrun you. Did you see my typing go downhill after a smoke? My little sister responds to text faster than you, and Shane can't even really read yet. Well, that's because I'm responding to one of them at the time, and you guys, there's like 40 of you in here chatting. No, I'm exaggerating. There's 4 of you in here chatting, but I'm responding to each one individually, and so when I look down, there's already 4 more messages. I'm trying to get to all of them. I just caught up. Aaron asked if I saw his typing go downhill after his book. A little bit. A little bit. I'm seeing less punctuation and a few grammatical errors here and there, but it's pretty on point. It's not as bad as Cosmo's typing. Cosmo types too fast. Is Cosmo actually dissing you or just saying random things? I don't know. I'm not feeling disrespected or dissed, as we put it, so. You just need to outrun the bear cub, right? Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Aaron. Cosmo's trying to be funny. It ain't working, Cosmo. No, I'm just kidding with you. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. Be as silly as you want. Dana. Come on now. You had a Spanish test today? What are you doing with those feetsies over there, Kins? Dana? We talked about this yesterday. This is not going to be the platform for questions and accusations. This is a place for good vibes, chilling out, seeing the puppers. YouTube holds some weird comments. If you and Cosmo would like to have a private conversation where you question each other about things, I would prefer it if you took it to a different platform. Please and thank you. Annie wanted to end the peep show. She did. She totally wanted to end that peep show. She was like, well, I'm not getting any more belly rubs, so I think I'm just gonna close these legs and curl up in a ball over here. I apologize that it's so boring today, you guys. I wanted to go outside, but it's like 50 degrees outside, and that's chilly for me. That's too chilly for me. I may not be quite an old man, but when my knees get cold, it takes me hours to warm them back up again. Let's see, we've now been live for 2 hours, 53 minutes, and 12 seconds. So what I'm thinking here is we're going to let the live stream hit the 3-hour mark, and then we're going to call it a day. I have some things I want to do before the daylight runs out, and some people I want to talk to that would be inappropriate for doing over a live stream. Right. I need to go pick up Bubba, but he won't be out for another 50 minutes. Either way, I'd like to have some time to myself between the time when the live stream ends and the time when I have to go do that. So, yeah, we'll give this till the 3-hour mark, 6 minutes exactly. I asked nicely once already. Please take that conversation to a different platform, Dana. Well, she's going anyway. Go do your thing. We'll be here for another 5 minutes and 13 seconds. I apologize, Cosmo. I know that her intentions are good. She means well. So please do not be offended. But like I said, that conversation needs to be had on a different platform. This is not the place for that. So if you guys want to exchange Snapchats and have that conversation there, you're welcome to do so. You would cook her up first? Well, maybe, but maybe not. Show up with some cupcakes as a peace offering. An olive branch, if you would. That kind of thing. And like I said, I don't think she has bad intentions. I think she wants the best for me. And that's where the underlying purpose for some of the commentary. Yes, she is. Mama Bear is a protective bear, for sure. She doesn't want to see me get swindled. And I don't think that's the case here. But I also think she's less trusting than I am. I'm more likely to trust somebody and give them a chance. And a lot of times, you know, I shoot myself in the foot when I do that. But if I stop trusting people from the get-go, it would be a future that I don't want to live. You know, if I can't trust people who I believe are inherently good, then I'm just paranoid that everybody's out to hurt me. That's absolutely right, Aaron. Trust is something that you have to earn in settings. What is the strangest nickname that I've ever earned, and how did I earn it? Oh, goodness. People have been calling me Pyro for so long that I'm not even sure. Oh, I worked in construction at one time, and they nicknamed me Shithead. I don't know. They put everybody's nickname through a label maker and slapped it on their hard hat. Vatka. Vatka Drebshiba. Hello? Hello. Welcome to the stream. How are you today? My name is Chris Vatka. How are you? Thanks for chatting in the chat. It may seem a little off topic, but I'm going to go to your channel and subscribe to you anyway because you put something in the chat. People call me Pyro. My name is Chris. How are you today? I think YouTube's holding some of my comments. There we go. Okay, now I see them. Oh, no need to apologize. It was just pretty random. You came in and you're like, what the fuck? So that's all right. You're welcome here. We love all the viewers. You guys make this channel what it is. Without you guys, there is no channel. Today it's pretty low energy. Yes, today it's pretty low energy, Aaron. Typically, it's a little bit more energy than this, because usually they're more awake than this. We must have wore them out yesterday, because they slept all night long, and then here you see them right here, out like a light. Oh, thank you, vodka. Vodka? Vodka. Yeah, I was saying that right. Thank you. It's not necessarily so cold out, Aaron, as it is like, it's overcast and a little bit windy. So you combine that with it being only like 50 degrees outside, it's chilly. And we're over time here. We are a minute and a half past when I said I wanted to get off. Passive aggressive times, Cosmo. I love you too there, Vodka. Thank you guys. I appreciate you all. And as always, we have more fun when we're nice to each other. I'm doing great today. I'm having an awesome day, but unfortunately you came out at the end of the live stream. We are live every single day between 11 and 1 Eastern Standard Time. We've gone a little bit over today, and we started a little bit early, so the stream has been a little bit longer than usual. But I've got you subscribed. If you want to hit the subscribe button, I've got over 300 videos of these dogs looking less boring. So go check it out, and you'll get to see them up close and personal, getting in your face, looking super cute with some catchy music in the background. Yes, Cosmo, before we leave, what's up? It's up in the air on the weekends whether or not I'll be live, Cosmo. I will try, but on the weekends the kiddo's home. So if anybody's trying to occupy the living room space or outside, I'm not going to compete for the living space with people that live here. So it's up in the air. There's a good chance I will try to be live between 11 and 1 every single day, Sunday through Saturday. I'll try. But it's almost a guaranteed Monday through Friday. And I say almost because once in a while he does have a day off from school, so that might need to change up. But on the weekends, it's kind of up in the air whether or not I'm able to do that at that hour. So I'm doing really awesome today. I'm having an awesome day, but I do have to go, you guys. I have to go. I've got some conversations I need to have off live stream. I appreciate you all. Thank you for coming out. I love you. Have a great day. Yes, we will chat soon. And we have more fun when we're nice to each other. So let's